Okay, so we are here once again in Pet Simulator X, and in today's video we're going to be going over two things that I've managed to get for the first time ever in the game, so it's pretty exciting. As well as that, we'll also be getting a chance to have a look at the Grinch cat stealing gifts and stuff at the end of this video, because you know it's just apparently happening now. So yeah, now you might be able to realise, or you might be able to notice one of the things in this video right now. If you can't see it, you might be able to see it right now, and if you still can't see it, then here it is, the huge Mrs. Claus. Now, as you guys do know, of course, we have gotten some huges before. However, pretty much all of them came through the mailbox, or they were just donated to me and gifted to me. However, this one right here is my first ever huge that I've actually managed to get all by myself through hatching, and of course it was from the golden snowman egg down here. So let's just quickly teleport all the way down over to the North Pole real quick and have a quick look at this egg. So of course this is pretty much what everyone is hatching right now, the 400 million gold snowman egg over here. This is pretty much what everyone is currently on, and as you can see, it is actually the slightly better huge over the huge jolly penguin. Now, I would have been very happy to get this one, but considering the fact that we also managed to get the actual, slightly better one, is always pretty cool as well, and it does fit perfectly right now at the back of my team, which is always really nice. So yeah, as you can see, it is just there. Now, if we go ahead and just quickly unequip all of our pets, and we cannot, we can just have a look at it properly by itself. So yeah, as you can see, we can't really actually look at it like that because, it just follows us around. But it does look really cool, it has the little glasses and stuff. Does, of course, it's like Mrs. Claus, but with the claws, and because it's a pet and stuff. Pretty good pun. Does have the little sparkles around it as well. A very nice little Santa's hat with the holly bush leaf on it as well. Just a really nice looking pet overall. So yeah, this is my first ever hatched pet in terms of huges in this game. The rest of them, of course, were all given to me. However, let's just quickly make up my team once again. So I think now we have actually got a pretty decently strong team with a fair amount of exclusives on there as well, along with this shiny dark matter, what is it, the sleigh cat, the shiny dark matter sleigh cat. So yeah, overall that is really cool. Very happy to finally get my first one. In terms of its value as well, I believe comparing it from the cosmic value list, I think that's what most people use. Right now on there, I think it's around 55 billion gem value, which is always pretty good as well, and does mean that basically because of that, I could more or less go ahead and double my current amount of gems as well, which is always really nice. And in terms of my overall kind of value on my whole team, I think I've probably gotten a decent, maybe 100 billion. If I can kind of sell some of these other stuff as well for a little bit more than they go for, but still very good indeed, and honestly something that I am very happy about, because of course I don't really spend too much time trying to get my huges anyways. I think the last time I actually tried to get a huge was the huge hatch cat, so honestly very happy that we finally managed to get one. We do only have triple hatch as well if we come up to the exclusive shop. I don't have shiny hunter, don't have octuple eggs, and I don't have magic eggs either, or mythical hunter. So to say that I managed to get this with just triple hatch and luck and stuff like that is always pretty cool as well. So yeah, I am very happy about that. One other thing as well, as you can see over here, we actually managed to complete the Christmas event quest over here for the new Rudolph or reindeer hoverboard, which is pretty cool as well. So yeah, one thing that I never actually had in this game was a hoverboard, and as you can see, this is the first one I've ever unlocked. So yeah, that is basically the two things in this video that have been the first things I've ever managed to get in this game. One of them is being my own huge pet, and the other one is a hoverboard, what's it called, the Rudolph hoverboard, for completing the 2022 Christmas event. Now it is a 2-speed, I believe that's what that means anyways, a 2-speed, but I still think it is very quick, and honestly sometimes I think it's actually better than just teleporting, kind of scrambling around going in here, and then still slowly walking, but then you could just kind of use this, and honestly it is so fast to get around. I'm very happy I managed to get one. I know there's not a lot of people who are actually getting these, because a lot of people do get kind of a little bit intimidated by the quests and stuff. I think really the kind of breaker for most people is breaking those 1,250 candy canes. However, if you do have a VIP server, I don't really think it's too bad overall. Basically what I did for this is I just kept like, you know, joining and like leaving and rejoining, and as you can see, this is actually a new fresh VIP server, and there's already like a few candy canes over here. Moving over through here, there's a lot more through here, again in the next area, and even in the last area there can usually be quite a few as well, and that's probably the quickest way you can do it. To break those 1250 candy canes, you can probably do it in about an hour and a half if you do actually use a VIP server and just keep resetting it all the time. I think then it can go really quickly. I think for the rest of them as well, some of them I actually ended up skipping over because I'm not really too sure what I did, but a lot of the times once I completed one quest, it would then come up saying that I completed another one, so I'd assume it's probably because I had a certain amount of currency or something like that. I honestly don't know. And I think the last two are basically for breaking the two big chests. So the one basically the gingerbread chest all the way down here in the North Pole, I think you have to break this like 50 times, which isn't too bad if you're in a public server and there's other people doing it, and you have like the triple damage server boost and the normal triple damage boost on as well. Honestly, it doesn't really take too long, and you can AFK this one at least. It's not like as bad as the candy cane one where you have to actually be actively clicking on them all. For this one, you can just pretty much set up an auto clicker and then kind of go and then just break 50 of them. I think it took me like 30 minutes, honestly, not too long, and that was all on my own as well. So yeah, that was pretty good. And then I think for the last quest, the number 10 quest, it was also to break the golden version of this inside of the Santa's cottage over here. I think I had to break 10 of these, but again, it didn't really take too long with like the server damage and like all that kind of stuff on. So overall, it was still fairly easy to do. Once you get past those 1250 candy canes, it's pretty much all just about waiting and AFKing pretty much. Most of them are like kind of like, you know, getting the Grinch Cat event and also the Santa Paws event as well. So yeah, pretty much fairly easy to do, I think. And I managed to get this new hoverboard, which is my first ever hoverboard, which is pretty cool, and that nicely brings us on to the Grinch Cat stealing gifts and the huge snowman chance as well. So honestly, if we can end this video with getting a nice little, well, I say little, huge snowman, that'd be pretty good as well. However, I don't really know what it looks like in terms of this like Grinch Cat stuff. I know the Santa Paws just drops an egg. However, I don't know how it works with the Grinch Cat. Maybe it comes up in the ice, or maybe another egg drops, similar to like the loot bags and stuff. I don't really know, but it's a good way to get some really random pets. However, most of the time, or pretty much all of the time, I just delete these anyways. I wish they did actually kind of auto-delete because they are fairly useless. A lot of them are just from the normal eggs anyways, and I'm pretty sure all of them are actually. You can get mythicals from it as well, which can be pretty good for some of the newer players. However, I think most people, as of right now, already have like all of these kind of, like all the best pets pretty much anyways, and if you don't, then I guess it's pretty good for you guys. But yeah, still, I do prefer the Santa Paws event. I feel like you get a lot more loot bags, and I feel like you probably get a better chance at getting the huge snowman. But I'm not too sure. Maybe it's not that way. But yeah, let's just quickly finish these off. As you can see, we're getting a lot of Jolly Mooses and just random stuff, which I guess is pretty cool. Do we get a huge snowman from any of these? Most likely not. We have, I think, like 4 or 5 left to break. I think 4 left to break. And yeah, honestly, I've never even seen anybody getting a huge snowman from the Santa Paws or the Grinch Cat by myself. I know people have obviously got it before because the people have it in the game, but I've never actually seen it come up in the chat saying like, you know, huge snowman or anything like that. Now, have we broken all of these? I'm pretty sure we have. Just coming through these areas once again with the nice little quick hoverboard, because I absolutely love this thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've gotten all of them, so that little message should disappear sometime soon. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And just one last thing just before I finish this video, I do hope that by the time next update comes out, this mailbox has finally been enabled again, because I'm still waiting to claim all of these gifts, but it is still disabled right now, sadly. So hopefully it does get enabled sometime soon, because I would like to get them all from the index once again. But yeah, still absolutely amazing, and I'm pretty happy that I've managed to get my first ever huge as well as my first ever hoverboard. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.